Hello friends and welcome back to the another amazing live stream video. So guys, today's topic is little economic and financial. So guys, good evening and welcome back. So tonight we are cutting straight through the noise, straight through the spin and straight to the numbers that hit your wallet every single day. Because today, the Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent didn't mince his words. He didn't hedge. He didn't soften the blow. He delivered a direct, brutal assessment of what the Biden administration did to the American economy and why working Americans paid the price. Scott Bessent came out swinging, calling it what many families have felt for years now. He said the Biden administration created the worst inflation in 50 years and maybe the worst inflation of all time for working Americans. Not Wall Street, not the political elite, working Americans. The people who buy the groceries, fill up their gas tanks, pay rent, and try to stretch every paycheck just a little further than the last month. Let that sink in for a moment. Worst inflation in 50 years. That's a big statement. That's not a talking point, that's an economic verdict. That's not ideology, that's a calculated maths. And that the price of X doubling. That's the rent going through the roof. That's families walking into a grocery store with a fixed budget and walking out with half of the cart. And for Americans were told everything was fine. They were told inflation was transitory. They were told to trust the process, but the process didn't pay the bills. What Bison did today was rip the curtain back on the failed economic experiment that felt every Americans behind. He let the blame squarely where it belongs reckless spending, runaway government expansion, and policies that flooded the system with money while production lagged behind. That's not compassion, that's not progress. That's basic economics ignored for political convenience. And guys, here is the key part. Bisen didn't just diagnose the problem, he highlighted the turnaround. He pointed out that inflation has been pulled down, not by chance, not by luck, but through discipline, restraint, and a willingness to admit that the previous approach didn't work. That actually matters. Because restoring economic stability isn't just about charts and graphs, it's about restoring trust within the American people. Inflation is the cruelest tax of all. It hits hardest at the bottom and the middle. It doesn't ask the permission. It doesn't care about your politics. And during those Biden era years, Americans weren't just squeezed, they were punished for playing by the rules. Work harder, save more, budgets smarter, and still fail behind. That's the reality millions lived through. Besant's comments cut through years of excuse making and finger pointing. No blaming global forces, no hiding behind technical jargon. Just a clear statement. The policies failed and Americans suffered. That kind of honesty has been missing far too long in Washington. And here is why this movement matters. Because acknowledge the damage is the first step towards preventing it from happening again. Because preventing inflation wasn't that bad insults every family that had to choose between groceries and gas. Because leadership isn't about defending past mistakes, it's about fixing them. And this isn't about politics for politics' sake. This is about accountability. This is about recognizing that economic decisions made in Washington ripple outward into every household in America. And tonight, Scott Bessent reminded the country of this something crucial. Economic truth doesn't just disappear because it's inconvenient. So, guys, as this debate continues, Americans are watching closely. There are cases and they are listening less to polished speeches and more to the outcomes. They know that what they felt at the checkout line. They remember the pressure, the stress, and the frustration. And they are demanding leadership that puts working families first, not last. So, guys, don't just let anyone write this chapter. Don't let anyone tell you it wasn't real. Inflation wasn't just a statistic, it was a lived experience, and today that reality was said out loud. That's the whole story tonight. State facts, no sugarcoating, and no forgetting what American families endured. Thank you for joining us today, guys. If you feel what's more honest and cut through the spin and focus on what actually affects your life, make sure you stay connected. We will keep bringing you the truth, direct, unfiltered, and unapologetic. Thank you so much for watching, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next video. If you like this video, kindly give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for such amazing daily breakdowns. Thank you.